I'm going to get on the record here. I think Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is going to be a great game, and I'm going to play the absolute hell out of it over the next several months. I expect this game to just sell like absolutely crazy. The Steam charts are going to be insane, and every streamer, every content creator is going to be telling you guys that this is the best game ever, and you need to get it, right? There's going to be a lot of shilling going on, and I agree, it is going to be a great game, but this game, it is not going to be for everyone. There is going to be a demographic of people who absolutely hates this game, and I have the feeling there's going to be a good amount of people who never make it through the 2 to 3 hour prologue of this game and just give up. Start of the champ here, and today I'm going to try to save your money. I'm going to give you a few reasons why everyone might not like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and why this might not be the game for you. If you find the video helpful, if it saves you money or confirms that you should buy the game, drop a subscribe. I would appreciate it. All right, let's get into it. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, it's an open world game, and this has been such a buzzword in gaming over the last decade. But this is a game that actually needs to be open world. It's based on medieval Bohemia, and everything is historically based in the game. It has everything that comes with being an open world game, meaning that the map is huge and you're going to be riding around the countryside a lot. If you played games like Skyrim, The Witcher, Red Dead Redemption, Hogwarts Legacy, you kind of know what this open world stuff is. You get launched into a massive world and you go about in your adventure, but there is a lot of stuff to get distracted by, and you're going to be spending a lot of time riding your horse in this open world, and I mean a lot of time. I know there's going to be people who say this game is riding simulator 2025. You're going to be traveling around quite a lot. And the problem in these games sometimes is that there's a lot of stuff to discover in these huge open worlds. Kingdom Come Deliverance is one of those games that has great side quests. There are bandits and stuff everywhere. So you can get involved in a lot of adventures, which means you can waste a lot of time. This is one of those open world games where you can log on after work. You have 2 hours to play. You get in game. You start hunting rabbits. You go into an archery contest. Then you, I don't know, fight some bandits or something. You log off for the night and you realized you accomplished absolutely nothing that you wanted to, right? You got in the game wanting to advance the story and you didn't advance it at all. You can get lost in this world and it can be extremely time consuming. If you're someone who wants to get in, get some action, and get off and like try to finish the game in 20 hours or so, it's probably not going to be happening. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, it's not going to be a straight action game. It has a great combat system, but there is going to be long periods of time when you're not in combat. The game has a great narrative and story with some amazing cutscenes and graphics. It's a super immersive story. I love the story of the original game, but with saying that, you have to understand there's over 5 hours of cinematics in this game, making it longer than a Lord of the Rings movie. So you're going to spend a lot of time watching the game and not playing the game. I feel like there are always two types of gamers, right? The one who watches everything and the one who skips everything. And there's no one who's in between, right? Everyone's either all on one side or all on the other. If you're the type of person who wants to skip all that stuff and get to the action, you're going to miss a lot of aspects of what you're supposed to be doing and hints about quests. It's one of those games that you really have to pay attention to, and you're going to want to watch the stuff. And to make it worse for the people who want to skip all the scenes, there is more text in this game, which means like listening and talking to NPCs than any other game that has ever been made. Apparently, it has surpassed Baldur's Gate 3 as the most text in game. So you're going to be reading or talking to NPCs, and you're going to be watching the game quite a lot. So you're not always going to be actually playing the game. Now, to continue with things that might be considered tedious to people, and now they are optional, but they do add elements to the game. There are things like blacksmithing, which is new to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, where you're going to take time working on making swords. But of course, this is one of those games you have to put time in. You're not gonna, on your first try, make this super amazing, like master sword. You're probably gonna be making some shitty swords for a while until you grind up your blacksmithing skills. And there's things like the apothecary. I hope I said that word right. Where you go around, you gather some herbs off the ground, and then you turn them into potions that give you stat buffs or healing. Just to give you an example, in the first game, your character literally couldn't read, and you had to go on a bunch of quests that was quite time consuming to learn how to read things in the game. This is very much a simulation. You're not going to start good at something. You have to practice your way good at it, and it, of course, all takes time. The game does have some light survival elements to it too, which means you're gonna have a hunger bar, you're gonna have an energy bar, so you're gonna have to regularly make sure you're well fed, you're gonna have to make sure that you're sleeping regularly so that you can perform when you get to combat and stuff. There's also gonna be things like your blade, if you get in a fight, it's gonna get blood on it. You have to clean your blade or it's gonna dull and work less effectively. This is the same thing if you show up to a town covered in blood, you're gonna have to wash your clothes or you're gonna have to go to a bathhouse to have yourself and your clothes washed. And again, this is all stuff that just takes a little bit of time and adds up into taking a lot of time. And I know there are going to be people who go out for the gaming session, they get to the bandits they want to fight, and they realize that they haven't eaten or rested and they have no energy. They immediately die. And it's just another tedious aspect that's part of the game that I know there's going to be a demographic of people who finds a little bit frustrating. So as we close up here, I hope I emphasize the point enough that this game, it's not going to be for someone who wants to be instantly in the action and just jump from like big moment to big moment. There's going to be a lot of stuff that you do in between if you want to enjoy this game. But now, if you're someone who likes to immerse themselves in like an RPG or a gaming world, this is going to be the game for you because it's literally like you're going back in time. There's so much historical accuracy, and there are so many great aspects of this game and things that you can discover as you're going about and you're questing. And again, I plan on playing the absolute hell out of this game. I really enjoyed the first one, but I know there are going to be members of my community who are in my Twitch streams demanding that I play Half Sword or Chivalry 2 because watching the cutscenes and all of that, it is just slow. And this game is not going to be for those people. So if you're one of those, I hope I can save you 70 bucks right here and you don't just get sucked in by hearing this is the greatest game you're ever going to play because for some people, it's not going to be. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Champ out.